When you delete material from the hard disk of your computer, that material can be reclaimed using specialized software, and the implication is that the material has not actually been deleted. What happens is when you delete, the information that directs you to the file in question is removed. Therefore, the file can be overwritten by another file. If it's not overwritten, the material is still there. Let's cover how you normally delete a file on your computer. Here's a bunch of files I've created and put into a folder. If I highlight one file by left-clicking it and then right-click it, I can choose the delete option. What happens is it goes to the recycle bin. If I say yes, it goes to the recycle bin, and I can go to the recycle bin and move it back to its original location. Again, if I highlight the file and right-click and hold the Shift key down at the same time, when I delete it, it says, "Are you sure you want to permanently delete this file?" If you say yes, it doesn't go to the recycle bin. The information that allows you to access it has been removed, therefore you cannot find the file again. If I go to the recycle bin, that first file is still there, and if I want it to disappear from sight, I simply delete it from the recycle bin. If you're passing on your computer to somebody else, whether you're selling it or simply making a gift, you'll want to remove any material you see as being personal. Perhaps you want to leave programs on there, and you will want to leave the operating system unless you reformat the whole hard disk and reload the operating system, assuming you have the original files for Windows. There's an online program called Eraser. It's free to download, and it takes up less than 2 megabytes on your hard disk. I've loaded it here, and I'm just going to double click it and bring it up. First thing you do is go to Settings and choose how you want the files to be deleted. What happens is you can choose up to 35 passes, 7 passes. I've chosen 3 to reduce the time. The passes are the number of times that the files are replaced by a file of your choice, so that if somebody successfully undeletes the first one, he ends up with the second one and the third one. It's not until he gets to the fourth one he would find the original material. Very unlikely. This is the file erasure method. If you're erasing drives, you can choose a different method or the same method. Next option that you can select is forced lock files to be unlocked for erasure. Chances are you haven't locked any files, but in some instances they might have been locked, in which case this will unlock them and allow them to be erased. Another option is to select which file to use as a red herring, if you like, to replace the important files that you're overlaying. You can do this by clicking on the Add File and go to any location on your hard disk and select such a file. I'll choose the GPX, and there it is. You could rename the file. I already had one in there renamed called A Letter to My Accountant. A pretty good ruse, I would think. The one I just demonstrated, I'll remove that. There's only one file that you choose to act as an alias. Okay, having set your settings the way you want them, and you can save the settings and then go to the arrays schedule, choosing a new task. You can give it a name if you wish, but it's not necessary that you do. You can set a schedule for running it if you wish, by time and date. In this case we want to run it immediately. Now we're going to add the data that we want to delete. I've created a folder on my desktop and it's got a lot of files in it. It has about 3 megabytes of material in there. I don't want those files, and I don't want the folder. So I add the data. I want the file to be deleted, all the files to be deleted, and the folder that they reside in. The erase method, I can change my mind here. The default is what I asked for in the settings. So here I am selecting a given amount of material, and it's the one down here called Files to Delete with a big red cross. It will disappear once we complete this task. So it's on the desktop, and it's called Files to Delete. There are two options here, include mask and exclude mask. If you know about wildcards, that is asterisks and question marks in DOS language, you can choose to exclude certain file types, or include certain file types from your selection. We won't fill those in. We want the whole thing to be deleted. And we do want to delete the folder once it's emptied of files. It's still down here. I say OK to that, and then OK to the previous dialog box. That's it. The folder has completely disappeared. It's not in the recycle bin. And if anybody got hold of this computer and had specialized software to analyze the hard disk, they'll have to go through 3 tasks before they got to the original deleted files. Highly unlikely for the average user. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.